Mm-hmm. Mm. Good day. Okay. So today I will talk about the thing that is very difficult when you are autistic person, because many people just think you just get job, you just do things because you're neurotypic. You know how things works because it is instinct for you. Autistic people don't have instinct of it. It's like a program. And the biggest problem is I am lucky being in Denmark, but I'm basically prisoner in my own country because I cannot afford going out and learn things what I want to learn because I'm too poor. It's so simple. Why you think I trying to raise money? Hmm? If it was not for that reason. Why you thinking I need money to make this school? Hmm? Because I fucking don't have the same privilege as you rich guys out there. You, but I started it down from scratch and such things. Yeah, and you know how things just works. I'm terrible at administration and I'm terrible at marketing. But what I'm good at is showing the energy from whatever martial art you do. Because I can see you and I can copy it directly and I can show it to people more faster teaching style than anyone can do. So far as I know. Because I go direct. I go direct into the source because I'm not wasting time. And that is basically what everybody doing to me. They're wasting my time. 15 years. They could have schooled me in how things work, but they didn't. I had to learn it myself, all of it. If it was not for my mom, I had no clue of how stuff is, and my home would never be a possibility. I would have killed myself. I was so depressed. If it was not. It was very close. If I have sleeping pills, I have killed myself 20 times this year. Just to point it out. How many times? Because people keep forcing me down with their fucking system. And you do it all around the world. It's like Nazism is everywhere when you are autistic person. And you don't understand how painful it is. You have a big fucking wall to cross first before you can be free as you people. You don't understand how it is to fight all fucking life just to survive mentally, fighting people, fighting system, trying to understand what's fucking going on around you and why people hate you. There is so many things why autistic people most likely getting depression because you don't fucking care in the whole world. I know that Denmark is one of the best places to be. But when that is said, it's not that freedom. It's like, oh, we upgraded the Nazi camp to be not killing people, but torture them instead. How is that even better? I can tell you, it is directly torture. You torturing us because an autistic person can never be teacher. Why? Because we cannot get the education. Most of us, 70% of us, cannot read. And if I shall make an essay, just an essay, or a report, forget about it, I can't do it. I don't know what to write. Seriously. My brain, contrary to your brain is only saying, okay, there's 3 possibilities per second. My brain think 8 at a time. And before I know it, there is 128 possibilities just to write one line. And my brain is just saying, I cannot comprehend all that task. Because I have to invent what to write. And that's why a job paper, it's impossible for me to write. Because neurotypic people, common people, think autistic people knows what the job wants. But you can read about it. What did I just say? I'm terrible at, even in dating life. If a girl is flirting me hard on me, I will not notice it. That oblivious is my brain to your system. I cannot see it. It's like you not existing. It's like I'm blind. So when I read something, it's like, guess what we want from you when you're trying to get this job. I shall read your mind without knowing you. What the beep is your problem, huh? Why not outline it for people who is autistic? Go to this page, bam, if you want job. Or if you want this job, part of this system, you can go and find this paper or this paper by, for instance, teamwork with autism people and make an archive where we can go in and say, this. Okay, I can see me doing this. I can see myself doing this. And this is not as important, but if I cannot do all this, they are okay with this. You just don't get high salary, and even lower if you come to the lowest part where it is just basically cleaning or something like that. Common task. But it will be so much more easier for a person like me instead of I have to invent what you can say, time travel. It's compared to, for me, how the fuck should I start that? How should I raise the money even if I even get it? It is an impossible task you doing for job. It's the other way around. If you want us to work, you have to work a little for it, so we can feel that you actually want us and not hating us, autistic people. I don't know why people are so dick about it all the time. But you have to do it our way. Yeah, what does that sound like? That doesn't sound like democracy. That sounds like dictatorship. And that's also why I got angry yesterday, because of their rules. If you are poor and you are doomed it down because you are autistic, you are hated in so many ways you don't understand it. You can't comprehend how much hate I have in my life. You cannot. You cannot survive my life. No one can. For some miracle wise, I'm like a phoenix. I'm suddenly just good again. And I have fucking no clue of why I still exist. Because for me it's torture. It's hell. You put me in hell. I don't believe. I have lost faith in God. Because of you, system. You could have done something. Your common people's world could have schooled me how to even work with job papers and such things. Now I'm 40 years old. I can even make systems that can make people go into job. If you are getting out, you can go in right away, because we need administration power if we need people going out in job, instead of all those fucking capitalistic people who just saying you don't want to work, blah, 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 blah. And that's also a thing. Blue governments hate autism. Blue government don't do shit for us. They make it even more impossible when they are online. When they have the government, just saying it, we had 20 years. I have never experienced the social thing going on. And yet, because of all the blue government, they wasted 20 years of my life destroying our security. Yeah, I am so insecure in my ways. Because they never schooled me. I had to learn everything on my own. And I'm not good at it. I'm not good at writing job papers. I'm terrible. I'm just saying. And that's also why the person I got so angry yesterday is because he coming from the high horse and he is rich and he can do anything he ever want. But you're not Asian, you're not, yeah. And you are not in the poor end, I can hear, because you can travel around, because you are high on horse. My existence is actually based on that I can have this school. This is my earning we're talking about. And he is too high on horse to understand that if I shall go out and explore and do all those things he fucking talking about, maybe, just maybe, he can begin to use his fucking brain to understand what's going on in reality. Don't hate us. Try to understand where we come from. I am so hated in so many ways. And I have no clue why. The system is toxic for me. It is poison. It is destroying my soul every single day. I'm 1/10 of the soul. I don't feel anything else than hate for other people. And yet, I care. I feel like I'm already dead. And yet I care about people. I care about knowledge. And he fucking just on high on horse. All the fucking system is just high on horse and down on autistic people because you hate us. Why do people hate autism people? Come on. What have we done to you? When I want to work, I want to go out there and be able to say, hey, I am available. It would be nice if they made the system I have in my head also for you people who is common, so you don't waste like 10 years like my dad did on just getting a job. He was searching for 10 years. Are you even understanding how that is depressing to see your dad just not thriving, looking for job? And I am in the same situation. They just pass it on. The blue government is guilty of that. Real socialism is not about communism. Real socialism is to have an administration power that can sort you out in instant. If I have the whole idea up here, it's only one page, and then another page if you're an autistic person, so you can describe, hey, I can do this, you require of me. And then I can make a paper where I can write about what I have on this page. So I know, okay, I shall be able to handling electronic systems with robots and such things. I don't know it, but I'm sure I can learn it. Then I can type that in. If you give me the time to learn it, I will be fast to learn it. Bam. So I can hint on what I can do, so I can pronounce what my capacity is. Unlike you common people, you are so fucking conservative because you are not flexible at all. It's your way or no way. Where's the flexibility in that, huh? You think you are that autism people have to be forced into your boxes so you can understand us. How about agreement? How about hugging each other and finding out why does this not work? Talk with us, for instance. Why doesn't it work? What do you need? How about that instead of hate all the time? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this system. You are nailing me down. You are crucifying me every fucking single day. And that is why I don't like the system. Because you basically Nazi camp. You just don't kill people anymore. You make people wish they killed themselves. Wow. Improvement for Nazi camps. And remember, Nazi people destroyed autism people first. Oh. So actually, it was just later they also put the Jews in. And how, excuse me about the war, but the way they treating civilian people, yeah, sometimes you just think, why didn't we even bother about those? Because how they treat those people is basically what they did in Nazi camp. Wow. Yeah, they deserved that. No, they deserved to give land back. Just half country, half of one, half of other, and just shut up about it. You have your place if you want to build a holy temple and agreements, okay? Make it possible. You can make rules where you're saying, okay, we are open border to each other. Instead of all this crap of fighting wars and such things, close them damn wars and let people get what they like. If they want to go to the temple, okay, why not just be an open temple then? Huh? Why does everything have to be so difficult? And this is also autism thought. Why bother doing destructive things when you can teamwork instead? Huh? Idiocy. That's it. The system, the common people system is idiocy. You have no structure whatsoever, and that's why autism people cannot understand your system at all. Because it's random selections. It's too random for us to comprehend. Even me as a quantum physic cannot understand this fucking system. It's too complex, too many people. I cannot math it out. I have no chance whatsoever because the math is just expanding and expanding out. Just to put it out. Yesterday I was in a kind of trance saying things. It might not make sense to you so much. But the thing is, what I feel I'm trying to overlay to math first. Just like now. It's a feeling into math, into writing or speaking. Okay? It's a long process compared to yours, where you are only in the writing area and speaking area. Me, I have it all the way down. It have to be put into numbers, system. So when I'm talking, I'm actually making much more conversion. I need those extra processors to even speak properly-ish. So when you hear me speak, it's mathed out. Every single word is math, math, math. And then words. It have to be converted. Then we get text or speaking. Okay, I can take one line out if I'm speaking. And that's also a thing. When I write, it's like you may never expression 3D on a 2D paper. Like it was a rule, you may not do that. So try to explain a cube where you may not explain the three-dimensional things. You're only making a square box and that's it. That's how restricted I feel. I feel like prisoner when I am texting because I have to follow rules that is so primitive. I can write stories, but when I'm making essay, it is so restricted for me because I have to nail down every single stone in the text. I have to nail them, every one of them. But you can make pictures and such things. Yeah, that's the second problem. I am creative, but problem is I am too creative. So what to draw? Because if I don't have anything to work from, I cannot finish it. It's like, for instance, also, if I should make an engine work, I need the people who can make the structure that hold the engine together. All the other parts, fine. Inner moving parts, that I understand. But all the structure, there's no math in it. It's just mass. It's there. But if there's no real vibration in it, my brain is just saying, okay, it's a dead piece. I cannot math out if stress level is too high or low if I cannot feel it, and therefore I cannot build it. That's things I cannot work with. It's a curse I have because of autism. You got very high skills and you got minor skills, just to demonstrate it. And common people don't have those problems because you are at least on the plus side, mostly. Imagine every time you're doing anything, you are extreme good at something and you sucks. So every time you going, hey, now it's going good, bam! Okay, now the other skills is needed. And it takes ages. Just to say it. I was on a school for what do you call it? Where you work with metals and such things. I could make it things very quick, half time of normal people. Yeah, until I come into reports. It was just like, what the fuck did I did? What did I do? I followed the recipe, but they will not be satisfied about what I say. That will not be good enough for them for some reason, because they are high on horse or something. I don't know why they keep going like that. And that's also a thing. Why can we not use computers to do all the demonstrations, saying this is where the things was going when we are down? Because I knew I am a type who's saying, oh, this is not important, so why not do this instead? And that's make it much more faster, because as soon as I got the idea, 90% or more understood, then I can do it. All other people who is common can go as far down as 10% and just learn by doing. Not that simple when you are an autistic person. You have to be 90% sure what you're doing before you're going on. And that also make you high on horse compared to us, because I don't have a fucking clue how to turn this if I'm only 89% sure what to do. It's like I never seen this object before until 90%. Then it's just like, and I'm not kidding. I am very sure those people I have worked by, because people carried me to the job, basically, instead of learning me how to process, how to write this, how to investigate and such things. They could have used those 15 years to do that instead of carrying me there. But okay, they got me into it and I did earn money, but yeah. It just took difficult sometimes. But they will definitely see, like, okay, before he couldn't do anything and just snap. Okay, tick, 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 like I have not done anything else before. That's how autism works. You are basically an idiot if you think we can just learn by doing normally. We have to have some structure. We have to have some idea of what is this? What shall I do with this? Why is this correct and this is not correct? Why couldn't I do this instead of this? And all those things. When we have that in order, we can work. And that's also why I think that people in the whole world should actually shut up and actually begin to listen instead of banging down on us. What is it with you and banging people down, who is autistic? Because you're torturing globally. Every single day there will be at least tens of thousands autistic people are mistreated, simply abused in your system all around the world. And they also abuse us here. Oh, but you are in practice, so you can maybe get this job. Yeah. Let us just be serious for once. Only 20% autistic people ever getting a job after the period. No matter how good you were, they not getting job. Remember that. Autistic people not getting job when going into practice. They abuse us. You get at least 10 places before you can get a job, even when you score very high compared to all other, that we are actually worth those monies they will in theory pay us. I was super good at the school because, okay, I have focus on my own class, but if I didn't have anything to do, I was all around the school helping with what I can. Physics, yeah, okay. Mathematics, I was there. And also learned them a valuable thing called don't force on. Try, take a break. And that's why I'm nailing it down. I'm nailing it down because people don't give a crap about autism. And that's why I also really got angry yesterday, is because he don't respect autism at all. He just saying, slap autistic people because I'm high on horse. I am common people. I am better than you. That was why I got angry. Yeah. It's not about complaining. I'm saying exactly what's going wrong and why we feel mistreated. All I gonna say that you don't really care about us. All I gonna say that your system don't really care about us. We have done nothing to you. You just keeping beating us up. You just keep going down. You forced us down and drown. You keep beating on us, abuse us. All I gonna say that you don't really care about us. And child abuse is a big thing in autism world. Child abuse have been applied, so far as I know, 100% of those I have spoken with have trauma from the past because of common people mistreat us. At least that school where I was on, they respected people with diagnosis as equal people. For the first time I seen it. And it's beautiful when people actually accept you for being autistic. Except for the system. Because, but 500 Danish crown is too expensive per month. Yeah. No, it's not. You can do that because I'm basically 250 Danish crowns worth per hour. That's what I'm worth, because I am helping many students. I am there when they need it. I am there when they not having a good time. If something is wrong, I'm there. I see it. I help them on the school, but I didn't get employed because of system. And this is Denmark we talk about, the most social in the world. And yet, we don't have money for that. Excuse me, blue guys. You wanted me to work, right? Why on fucking earth do you not want to pay me then? So I can keep working where I like to be. Because that is also what I was supposed to get. Money for the school. Martial arts school. I want my martial arts school up and running. It's not my own. It's not like I'm owning it. It's people's Asian Awareness Arts School. You come and study things that can be written down. That's what it is about. It's an archive. So people can gather information and spread it all around. If I get it up and running, I am very sure that I can invite people without many people even need to pay much to come and visit. I can even invite people that I like to come and say, hey, come in. I like you. Yes. I pay the bill for your travel. If I get it far enough, because I have more plans than just earning money on the school. I'm also investing so I can make a fund. So basically, it's a business I will make that will just spiral. I will help people in a level you don't fucking comprehend. I will do what the whole fucking world don't do. I will do what needed in this world. The reason why people are nagging down on me, I guess, is that I'm too good. I'm too good for them. That's what I see. I am too much angel. I'm trying to be perfect. At least I'm trying. Rest of the world don't. Just show me one common person who's actually trying to be perfect, and especially in the government. Yeah, like that ever going to be. But Donald Trump's doing. No, Donald Trump don't care about you, actually. But you get some form of freedom that is more than if you're not voting him. But it is an egoistic reason why you vote, not for the people. See the difference? I don't understand the world at all. I only understand that you hate me. It's not me who is. I am forced into this box. Remember? I'm not conservative in itself. You put me in this box as a system because autistic. You're slaving us down in this box. You keep us down. If you're first starting as poor, you will continue be poor. Compared to my rest of my family, I'm an inch better economy-wise, but I'm not that great that I can actually travel anywhere. So, in your face, but you don't do, yeah, because of money. Because you don't want to let me work. Because of you being douchebags to me. You are too high on horse. You are too used to being able to work yourself out. But I can't. I'm stuck in this limbo where I can fucking do nothing. Because there will always be common people who is way better at writing than I am. So no, I'm not even trying. Why? Because I know it is impossible. You will take the guy who is common person because you understand him better than autistic. This bunch of things look like it's written by a 5 years old. Okay. Thank you. Sometimes you just get angry, okay? Inside, that's what's going on. You are just like, okay, come here. I give you a fucking slap you don't forget. Because it was my best intention. I did months on this paper. I really tried my best here. That's how bad I am when I'm writing. Unless I'm writing books. That's a whole other story. Because I understand the rules. This government bullshit I cannot understand. But you need to look into it and such things. Yeah. Remind me of physics. Reading. Okay, you need to read those pages. I look through the pages and I take what I need. Yeah, you two guys, you just talk on. I taking the notes I need. This, you can blab on and I just... There we got the result. Bam. I got the numbers I need. Bam. Out. How did you do it and such things? And reports. Oh, don't get me started on that. That's the reason why I cannot go into a university. It's not because I'm not mathematics strong enough. It's not that I cannot comprehend all the symbols and such things. I can learn it. Learn by doing, you say. Different from other people because I am so fucking used to make my own systems. Because else I cannot do anything. At all. Like literally. If I'm not building a program up here, then it's not working. Why you think that I have made the 6 elements? But I have learned Shotokan karate and I'm thought then. Yeah, Bruce Lee was not a black belt, was he? Was he? Because he got more fame than I, he had a chance. Because I'm autistic, I never get a chance because I cannot commercial myself. Where I am today is because of your common world is nagging down on autistic people. I am literally showing what I see from an autistic person point of view. And this is going on everywhere. Unless we talk about this school. That's the first time I see anyone trying to understand us. Problem is, when you're out of school, what then? What then? I worry about when they getting the slap, those kids who have autism. Just like, welcome to the world, bam! That's called child abuse. Because that is basically what's going on. When I come out of school, my heart was so frozen down that I don't know what I felt. And that means that people could just bully and think I was okay. Until it snapped. because I couldn't feel any fucking thing before I snapped. I had a lot of hate because of child abuse in the school. 2 years torture, basically. But you read 3 words to 3 words. Okay, my mouth was dry. Idiot. Fucking psychopath teacher. We may not have water in the fucking school. So what do you think's happening when your mouth is too dry? It's stuck on your and how you pronounce nanger when your tongue is stuck. That's what they did, that single teacher, and then replacement for 28 years, just straight line. Someone else is just taking the place where my teacher was left. Break me out of this misery. Take me out of it. I am too destroyed inside because of you fucking idiots are destroying our world. My world, autistic worlds. You did this to us and you don't notice it. But I didn't do it. Yeah. But you're not protecting me for those people there, are you? So, in autistic point of view, you are guilty also. And love? I got my mom. If it was not for my mom, I had nothing to worth living for. Seriously. It sounds like depression. No, it's not. Because hate is so much around me. I got friends, but they do nothing to help me. They make me feel better, but that's it. It's not like, hey, I know this place. Hey, this place good for you. Here you can find a date more properly. No. I am falling apart inside. Like I say. For a few months ago, 2-3 months ago, I said that I was on a quarter soul. Now I'm at 1/10 soul. I don't feel goddamn thing. Seriously. Okay, acupuncture point that is wavy. Here it is. Good. Now I should be numb. I can hold this glass because the pain in here is too high compared to arm. So I can override it because this death inside. And I'm literally attacking a point that is hurtful. I don't care. One of my most numbing technique that most people, and when I begin to react on it, it's hurtful. But it's alright. It hurt me here more than here. So my arm is not numb. I can do things now that I couldn't do before. Normally, I couldn't move. I can move really. Because I don't feel it hurting. Not really. It's more like body is complain, it's hurting. And it's just like My brain is just like, what is hurting? It's hurting, it's hurting. Yeah. I don't give a crap about that. Just do what you used to do. So, and that one is very numbing. I can tell you. Not doing it properly, but the numbers of time I have hit that arm. It basically should be like, bleh, but it's not, because brain overrides it. It just say, don't complain. I'm too much in pain here and here. I don't care. And that people don't know. When you are poor people, you are treated like crap. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life for us autistic people. Autistic people, you're just hurting us. Try not to. Try listen to us. Try to go into debate about it. I challenge you. Government systems. I challenge you to begin to talk with a person like me. I know so many autistic people, and I know what's wrong with your system for us. You always think about yourself. You are egoistic. You put this onto us. But you never change because of your evil. Prove me wrong that there are good people out there. But we are using this many money and such things. Yeah. So you need to give people a job who actually want to work with zero knowledge, because you're not teaching us. You're not teaching us. You waste our time. You waste every autism's time. Because you just want them to be nursed. Nurse. When are we supposed to grow? Huh? How about that? When are we supposed to learn something useful? Like, I don't know, trying to set up a system where you can pay your own bills. Show us how it is done. Simple survival techniques, so I am prepared. And you did not. 15 years. Beep. Just out of... like it never happened. I'm just older now. I feel so abused from the system. They never taught me anything like that. All the reason why I'm here now is because of my mom. Because she takes the time to show me what other people was supposed to be paid for. Teaching me how to survive in this fucking system. I am telling you the truth directly, and how much pain it is for us. But you don't feel anything, you said. No, but I can't be angry. Still. On others' behalf. Because I'm that social. Autistic people are actually more social than you give us credit for. Actually, we are the one who actually resonating socially. Skills. Because we know we are part of the system. Instinctively, we know it. And you don't even fucking give us credit for it. What is this about? I don't know. Why you hate us so much, and why do you even bother doing it? We are losers. Already. You have won this fucking fight. You don't have to force us down anymore. Just let it go. Give our freedom back. We need our freedom. I wanna be free, oh yeah, like a canary without its cages. I wanna be free, oh yeah. Try not to hate fucking autism. How about that? I really don't know what to say and do, because you make it impossible. The odds are too difficult to math out for me. My brain is just spinning up until it have infinity possibilities. Unless you're saying, hey, this is important, this is not important. Okay, so I don't need to scale out billions of possibilities. That is useless in this direction. Thank you for cutting it off so my brain can comprehend what's fucking going on. Can you see the difference? For billions of possibilities, narrow it down to only maybe 100. 100 is okay for me of possibilities. But billions is a very long task, and that's why it takes so fucking long time to make a report, for instance. Because I cannot narrow it unless you saying, cut it here. All that's not important. Only focus here. Like a Mr. Miyagi guy who can teach me, this is important. You don't need to think about this. A person who have the time, like I am to others. I need a person like me to school me. A one who knows how things works and can explain it me like this. Instead of common people as talking and blabbering and all those things, I need something that I understand. This is what you need. You don't need to talk about all these things when you're making a job paper, because it is not important. Thank you. So I'm not randomly making things anymore. I am not rolling dice with billions of sides per dice and hope that one of them actually rolls something good. Because that is basically what it is. I don't know if you know D&D, but if you take the 100 sides dice and you take, like, let's say 50 of them, and only once is good. Imagine you roll all those dice and you're taking a page. Every line is a roll in itself. You have 15 lines of text. Maybe 2 of the dice is rolling 1. So there are 2 good lines. The rest is garbage. That is me. If you're saying, use 1 day to text this. I can say, I have to literate so many times you don't understand. Because sometimes you just don't roll anything good. For those lines, that is important. So it can take years to even make one. And what do people do? They take it up, dump it down the trash because they already found one. And that is worthless time of working for doing your way. Your way don't work for us. Your way is sucking because you're not seeing it our way. It's time for the government to see it our way. You have undermined our life for generations. There was no reason for us to exist. So if you are out there and you have autism and you're saying, I don't feel that I even valued, I pity you and I understand you. Because I know we are useless in neurotypic's eyes and common eyes. We are useless because they will never share power and knowledge. They are supposed to do this, but they ain't helping us. They are nursing us. Nursing is not helping us getting job, is it? Sometimes I just have to be angry to do just some of my tasks in my home. Like literally. You don't know how angry I have to be sometimes just to make the task that I need to do. Not because I'm tired of the task or something. It's to energize me enough that I basically have to piss myself off to actually be able to have the energy I need. You don't understand it because you are fighter type, all of you. Common people, you are fighters. You're not mage. You don't know what it means when your mana is low. Take Diablo. Cast more spells, because I can still slap. Yeah, because you're a fighter, you can slap. You still have energy in your body. But autistic people, their mana is done. No more energy. Cannot cast now. Because it have to recharge mana. And I don't know why people is such dick about it all the time. Because always slap. Yeah, you are fighter type. That's why you can do it. You don't need to worry about mana all the time. Because you're not using mana at all. So your energy is always high level because you're not using your mana. Think, McFly, think. Maybe you are the douchebags. Just pointing it out for you. But autistic people is mana types. We are the sorcerer type. Most of us know things on our tip of our fingers and all the way down to my heart. Just like I said, I got the culture of Asian in my blood because I have been like a monk from beginning. My mom's told me about it so many times. I was so calm compared to other kids. I was easy as kid. Because I just rested in myself. I was in the now. I didn't bother about my will or anything like that. I was more like, oh, my brother came in. Hey, shall we not go out and play war with all the others there from in our neighborhood? Yeah, okay, we can do that. If he was not there, I never left the door because reason. But I was easy because he could just say to me, hey, shall we do this? Okay. And I followed out, and I just did it. And that answer, basically, I have been Taoistic all my life. I have lived in the Tao without knowing it. I was the Tao. And then that jerk who coming and say, you're not Asian, you not have the culture in you. It depends on where you live. If we're taking Tibetanic monks, then I am very much there. But a Shaolin monk learned me to use the Qigong. I felt it myself. Unlike karate, you don't know a shit about ki compared to. Show me one guy who actually know about ki. And I can, unless it's Kuchuake Jutsu, leave them out, because I don't blame them. I'm blaming all over martial art from Japan. Maybe also ninjutsu. They are more open-minded, so I don't blame them either. But all of them. Let me see what you know of ki. And I can show you things that are very interesting, because I am highly skilled in ki, because my mind is first dan, and I'm almost on the second dan. I can say so much. You're getting tested when you are ready, and you better be ready when it's second dan in the mind, because you're getting tested. You're getting tested where you basically want to die. It's extreme. If you're thinking extreme sport is hard on you, you know nothing. You know nothing compared to. But you can die and such things. Yeah. So can suicidal do. It's just a little more directed, is it? Seppuku is a little more deadly than extreme sport, I will say. So yeah, it is meant for you to die. Where extreme sport is, you have the possibility of die. It's more like roll dicing, because you're not apparently strong enough to do it, or weak enough to do it. I don't know what you can call it. Very soon I will be in a level of Thich Nhat Hanh. Very soon I will be in a level of Dalai Lama in mind. If that is not dedication, you guy who did all this, you're not even fucking first dan in mind. I have more culture than you in you fucking Asian. But I have lived a Asian life and such things. I am this. And I basically have done everything that is. I have seen Wicked Jin from his perspective. I have living the way that Thich Nhat Hanh is doing. Long before I knew about him, I was saying the same things. It's just like finally a person who's saying the same thing as I do. It's not me that is crazy anymore. There's this guy, he is actually saying it, and I will take his legacy and bring it on. That's why my Asian Awareness Art Schools is about. Thich Nhat Hanh is my teacher, and he will always be, even after he passed away. He is my teacher. And I am Asian enough to say that you don't know shit about culture of Asian compared to if you only focused on karate. No. You can't prove me right before you prove it. Because you pissed me off. And not saying, hey, it's not to harm you. Or he was trying to fight. And I dislike people who are just there for fight. I hate those people. Because they hate me first. If you attack, you hate me. You are the one who is not calm. I was calm until this person pissed me off too much. Remember where I came from and how much torture I have been experienced. Try to see it my perspective at least when you see me getting angry on it. It's not a long time if you see it. And you can see that I'm a first and master in mind. I know more about mindfulness than any other people because of exceptions, of course, of few people that are on the second dan. But all the other in basically Taekwondo, the matter, so few are higher than me in mind. Because they don't believe it exists in the first place. What is that? Why is that important? I don't know. Like, I can do magic tricks compared to you. Can you? Can you use your skills to calm your body down when you're getting a panic attack? Where you feel like you're losing consciousness and you are alone. Nobody to save you. I'm so used to it. Because no one cared about me. I'm so used to it because sometimes my phone was too high up and I couldn't reach up for it. So I'd fucking have to deal with it myself. I was never taught and unschooled in it before. I didn't know what to do. I have blackouts. Something similar, what you can call when you're shaking. Those people who have those things. Where your consciousness, where I cannot respond to my own mom saying things. I've been there. Normal common people don't feel all those feelings because they are too high on horse to even But when you're not fucking having a clue what's going on and you just feel your blood draining from your brain, feeling cold, and you just feel that your consciousness going with it, and you have no clue of what's fuck going on. You just know it's bad. I had so many times. them attacks. You have knowledge. For autistic people, we are more like, we never lived like a human before. And we're just trying to understand what's fucking going on. Why stay on the good side when everyone else treats you bad? Sometimes I even question if God is even on my side, or is he just betting with the devil itself, playing with me? Because so many people hate me, and even when at first then, I cannot comprehend all of it. I'm not perfect. You want me to be perfect. What I am going through is enough. You don't need to bully me or destroy me. What you need to do is to listen for once. I'm dealing with so many fights you don't understand. Mentally, physical, and connections with people. I don't know what to do. But if you help me in that matter, I will try to make it possible. Because I'm not saying I am the best one and such things, and not being open-minded. That's why I'm making Asian Awareness Arts School, is to be opening myself and other people to each other. You are teacher and I am teacher. Bullshit with all this bullshit crap. But you need to be first done in early things to even start a school. Yeah, reminder. Bruce Lee. He studied martial art. What's the difference about me and him? Basically nothing. Why should I be any different when I know I want to learn? I want to learn the way of Kung Fu. That's why I start this school, because I don't have the money. If I got the money, I come to you. But since I don't have any, because of system is a douchebag, guess what? I'm not getting anywhere. Duh. It's like you don't get it. Money is a thing. It's not just a wishing well. It's not just a tree where it grows on it, like you people high on horse think it all life is about. You never fight it really for your survival. But you have not fighted people and such things. Yeah, but I have fighted elements that basically have been able to kill me. Like, you don't even care. If I not have foreseen the wave, I have been dead, probably. Knocked out and drowned. Because of one rock, maybe. Hitting my head. Getting pulled out in the ocean. So strong, I don't know, 20, 25 meters out. And not knowing where I am. It was on Crete. I don't know how deep it will be. I don't know how deep it will pull me down. And I think that 3 meters is a lot to swim up. Imagine if it was 25 meters. I will drown before I even get up. Because of the shock will take probably my air out. I have fought hate and bullying all my fucking life. I have fighted all my PTSD and fear and all the things. I feel that people high on horse who just getting things done because they can do it. They are the rich guy. They have the money to do things with their life. They can work because they can sign up the paper they need. But people like me, I'm basically wet blind. I have no clue what I'm doing if I shall make a job paper. If they're not guiding me, if they're not saying, hey, here is a paper for you to autistic people, simplified it down so I know what fucking they want from me when I signed under this. Like context, lined it out, line, 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 line. And it should be so front on any pages that is, that autistic people cannot overview it at all. Because I am the type, if I have go to a link, to go to a link, to go to a link, then I will not find it. Simple. I will not find it. I have to go to a link and there it shall be. Bam. If you're an autistic person, go here. Bam. No more shall be there. This paper, if you want to work with this part of this job, or if you are more into this, this is this part you need. Like if it is office work or out in the field work kind of thing. For instance. So I can go in directly, taking the page out and say, this is the one I can see myself in. This I know about. This needs improvement. It can be so simple as a page. You are so used to making pages to all those things. All I ask for is maybe 3 pages in your job description. At least 3 maybe. 3 pages for what level you need. We expect you, if you shall have a high salary, you shall be in this area. If you are medium paid, this is required. If you are in the low end, then it's here. So I can have a chance to know, oh, that sounds like me. Like school, for instance. But why don't you take the education? I'm 40 years old. I feel that this whole fucking system has just played with me for so long. I need money now. I know I get some form of salary, but 2,000 Danish crown extra will be good to have. Because it is very, very dense. I cannot change anything with my salary. I'm checkmated all fucking time. It's like you are on one chessboard and you're playing against the fucking whole world. Exception for those who are not playing against me. But they're not helping me either. So I am alone on this fight. Alone against all of your system. There's basically just laws on laws on laws and laws and laws. So many levels. I have no chance whatsoever to do all this. I cannot see it possible. I will die of starvation before I even done that job. Like, it will take me years to do one single job you are used to do every day, you common people. Because you're making so many rules, and you're not even typing them out for me. Common people, you are making our hell. It's because of you that we are where we are. And that's why so many autistic people actually is angry on the system. Those I talk with are very angry as well. Like SAU. I work for SAU. Yeah, an education system that educating people in how to evolve people who have autism. Yeah, but I need to have contact with the government. Take the government out of the fucking chairs and put them to us. Because there's at least 3 persons here who willingly want to describe why you sucks at helping us. And say exactly what you need to do. Like me. I am the one who knows how to fix it. Because I got the key. Sometimes you need the key master to unlock the thing that you cannot open. Why bother open the chest when there is a key? I am the key for this box to open. I am the magic. No, it's a key. It literally just unlocking this chest. So we can get our freedom. We want our freedom. We want us back on the track where you belong, apparently. That apartheid. And that's why I hate it. Because you made this apartheid. You started it from I don't know when. But why are you doing the same thing they did in Jesus Christ's time? Why you keep doing it? Why you keep this system, who is basically not perfect at all, who is just random dice? We roll the dice. Yeah. You roll dice with people's life. Wow. Real socialism is about, hey, we got people here who is free, who actually want to work. We got people want to work. How can we connect those two joints? And we got works over here. How can we connect that? Maybe know their skills and put them over there. And sort it out, like, for instance, administration power can maybe think, hey, we got a person here. He is very good at, I don't know, repairing cars. Why? Here over, they just have too few. Then why we not taking this guy over here instead of doing all this firing and hiring and firing and hiring all the time. Why not making an administration power that can do all this without firing the person itself? So the person shall never be fearing getting fired. Why all this? My system will be much better. It will be so perfect. Even autistic people can understand that. Instead of random selection. Random selections, not good system. I'm just telling. We need a system where autistic people can understand also. It's not just about you. You are not God or something, or VIP, because you are not autistic. Maybe, just maybe, connect those joints. Make a system like my system. It is very easy. We can get even more in job by actually putting my system in. Because some people like to be in an office, they like to work this condition. Why not take those guys who are good at administration and then connect things to jobs? That's what we need to do. But all this government system is just nagging down on us. Why can't you just math things out, common people? Why? Why can't you just take 2 and 2 and put together, like I do? It's very simple for me. I can say it is as hard for me as when you open your eyes after sleeping and you are energized. Bing! It's that easy for me to math out these simple questions. Why is it restricted so much? But we need to do things and such things. Yeah, and the blue government in Denmark was basically doing nothing of work. They just say, do this now. This is law. Not processed. It just, we have more roads, so we fucking put it to. No talking, just, I am the law. Dictatorship, just saying. You did it like dictators. Like we need that in our systems. No, we need socialism. We need real socialism, not communism. Communism is no different from capitalism. Same thing. They just taking the monopoly because they are governed. What it's supposed to be is motivating people to actually doing the right thing. Hey, I want a job. Hey, we need a person who can do a job. Can you do this? Yeah. Bam, bam. That's how it's supposed to be. But no, I shall be doomed by writing down the paper. So I can send it to the person that getting 200,000. How do that look like for you in odds? If you saying there's a 200,000th of a chance that you get one job, and you're terrible at writing. But that's Denmark for you. When the blue government was in, I don't know if they have changed it since. But it for me, we are the minority. Autistic people are so overlooked. We just need a little attention, so we actually have a chance to compete with you, so we have the same chances to get a job. I'm not asking for magic to happen, but I can make things that works like magic, and basically it costs nothing to run. But because of your ego system, you don't think about that. Imagine how much money you can actually get in your government if people begin to work. Like, let's say that all the people who don't have work, who actually want work, at least 80% just got one. Just like this. Hiring, let's say, 5 people per building of these administrations. Placed around. Will that cover more than the salary of those people who are in administration power if the government actually took action and did what's needed for the people? I don't know. Curious it is. What are you thinking about? Even Master Yoda will be pleased with my knowledge when he see it in action. Because those people can see it. Those who not. It sounds like I'm just complaining, but there's nothing good to say about system. So why should I? If there's no one who is speaking up and say exactly what's wrong, how are you ever going to be listened to when they're drowning you in a system where you cannot get up? The government did it to me because they never changed. They never listened. They are to blame. Just them to blame. They can change the things if people begin to do what I have in mind. There will not be any people without a job. Because instead of using papers, 200,000 pages of paper per job, why not making a sorting system who can make all that? It's waste of paper. Paper are not a thing we just shall make and use. Paper shall be made more for art and other things, more important things than just an essay, basically. Telling about myself what I can do and such things to get a job. It's waste of time. Like I say, my system will be so simple that even you can understand it. You will be able to see, oh, this person is very good at social. We need a person who is very good at social. And the person here, and here is the backup of this person's past with the jobs that have been done in the past. What they liked about this person and why they given the star, you can say. It's basically a star system where you can take degrees directly and put it into numbers. And by numbers you can see, okay, this person is very good at this, But teaching other people, oh, wow, that is slow. In my case, I cannot see anyone beat me in teaching. Because I can literally, basically in Tai Chi and such things, it takes only 5 minutes. You can do high level stuff like brown belt level in just 5 minutes. Not that you will be able to do it every time afterwards, but your body will be able to do it. Because I open up the meridians correctly. I am opening up your body correctly. So therefore I can do it. Only idiots cannot see that as gold. Jerks is when you're not understanding and you beating other people because you don't understand. That's an idiot. I'm not an idiot because I explore what's going on first. I'm not the type who say, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. No, I see, oh, this can need an improvement here. It's not bad, but if you just change little here and little here, you will feel it, the difference. That's the teacher type I am. I'm the person who just it can sound hard when I do it. But remember, my autistic brain is not compatible with your system. You have to understand the way I think to understand what I mean. Because I am a direct person. When I say something, it's direct. Because I have thought out, turned it around at least 8 times before I even decompact it to the next to make sure you understand, at least if you know my way of saying things and what I really mean. You can hear that I'm saying something may be offensive, but in reality, it's you don't understand my language. Even that I'm using English. It's not English in itself. It's autistic language acting like it was English. Have that in mind. I am very pinpointing out things when I'm saying things. You have to learn the way I'm saying things before you can even be taught. And that's why I'm using elements to start with. So you know my language. When we're talking elements, we both know what we're meaning. If I say water and you say water, I'm pretty sure we both are on the same page. Instead of going in randomly and people is fighting each other and such things until they understand my language, I going in and say, okay, we work with water today. Bam! All of those fight going down. I am more genius than you think. I know there is a barrier for you, to me, to understand me. That's why I'm using element. And if you think I'm a bad teacher, then think again. I am converting it into words you understand. Water. Be like water. Be soft. People in drunken fists, I might have some techniques for you that you don't. I'm not saying that I'm perfect and such things, but I can definitely say that what I have seen so far on the internet, there's only 5 people I know about who doing it right. And I am one of them. I acknowledge when I see it, because I can see and pinpoint out the water element. I can pinpoint their different elements working, and even earth. When you got earth, you got all the other elements working. You cannot skip it. If you skip it, you are basically blind, teacher. But I have done karate such many years. Yeah, but if your earth is not growing, you're not ready yet, actually. It's you who is not ready. Because you cannot see the big picture. You cannot see it far enough out, how it affects you people in the long term. I am only investing in long-term effects, and thereby I know, okay, to make short-term work, I have to predict the person's learning capacity, and then build from there. Instead of what you're doing is just random selection. Oh, maybe he get it, maybe he don't. Yeah, good teaching, good teaching, good teaching. Yes. The difference is, I'm better because I know things that you cannot see yet. If you can begin to see, maybe you're better than me. But until then, you don't understand, you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the mind. You don't know the difference between mind and body movement. All my power is based on all these details that is in from mind to work in body. It seems like, but I have seen that with teachers in Tai Chi, they're as soft as you do. Yeah. But I have not felt anyone in freeform push hand actually being on my level else than Wicked Yin so far. What I am now, by the way. Wicked Yin is the only one that can make me baffled right now. And I will always respect him, of course. He is a good teacher in itself. If you have long-term learning, then he very good. He knows everything, but is not as direct as I. I's telling you exactly where you're going. I can make your comfort in what you're actually knowing. But you know water. You know what? Well, it's just your tree element that needs to grow. And that gives people comfort to say, okay. And I can see them grow. I can see them do it when I do it. I can see the process doing it while I'm teaching. I just need people who have the structure enough so I don't have to do everything myself. If I shall have 20 people, I need at least 2 people who can do like form or something like that. I need people around me. That's why I'm making Asian Awareness Arts, is also to connect people. Why you think it ego? I'm not ego. You are the ego. You are those who think about yourself only. You're thinking about what you have of money and possibilities, but you don't think about poor people not having those possibilities as you high on horse people do. I am not angry on you. I'm just telling you. Don't judge me. That's all. That's the only anger I have. I don't see you as a bad person in itself. I don't see you as a person who is directly forcing me, unless you do. I am like a cat. You treat me bad, I am angry. And I scratch until you stop. It's so simple. When you have stopped, why should I be angry now? I don't see it. Because yin and yang. The yang is out. Then why be angry? But I'm telling it, and it is also because it is many conflict in my past. I have the anger, I know. But I'm more like, give us fucking freedom. Period. No more. Point. No more to say. Give us freedom. Give us rights. But you have voting rights. So, okay, I am part of you when we vote. And the rest of the time, you douchebags. Is that what you're trying to say to me? Or am I losing something? Maybe we just need to connect more. Maybe we need to socialize with autistic people so we're not getting dislocated. Because autistic people feel more for other people than we're getting credits for. And that is truth. I have been with so many autistic people, at least 250. And all of them can see my feelings before I even speak. They can say, oh, you look sad today. Because I'm sad basically all the time. What's wrong? They care about me. Common people don't say things like that in the public. Do they? Not often. I can see autistic people in the blink of an eye. Why? Or people similar. I can see through the diagnosis that you are closer to autistic or the other way around. And that is what it is. But I don't have autism. Yeah, but you still have about 10% more autistic than center. So, welcome my friend. Because I can see you fighting as well. Not that I say that, but that's what I feel inside. It's more like I'm listening. I am there for people. Where all common basically normally not so much. Then I teach in Tai Chi. They begin to understand how genius I am. Because I can teach them depths they don't learn anywhere. And I know I need balance in my structures and such things. I need those balance, but hear me out as well. Do you think that I will limit myself if I didn't have the problem I have with my joints, my knee and everything? I am fearing kicking. Just because joints are not good. That's why I basically not teaching kicks at all. For me, it's kicking is for another teacher. I show you how to block. I show you how to punch and such things. I can, of course, teach you about how structure is when you're kicking. But I'm not teaching you directly. Not before you have the element correct. Because I want you not to learn to do what I've done. I don't want damage on your knee. I don't want your joints to be destroyed. Like in my foot. Right now, I can hardly move my joints now. Because it's hurting. And that is just for sitting. Normally I could do this for hours and hours. But my joints is not what they used to be. Because I'm 40 years old and I have probably done something I shouldn't do. And that's why I'm not teaching kicks so much. Because I am basically handicapped in kick. I can teach how you're doing it correctly, so you not end up like me. But that's it. If you need higher level in kicking, you go to a teacher who do that. Teach kicks in that higher level. But I can teach you how to avoid damage. And that is what my teaching is about. Asian awareness arts, yes, I have my limitations. I know my limitation very well. But don't come and tell me that I don't know about it. Because I know enough to prevent you from getting damaged. And actually much more because of the elements. The element is like acupuncture. I going nailing down specifically this and this and this is important. All the other things sometimes just clouding your vision, and that is actually the way of autism. But if people actually learn to use their mind to think like an autistic person, they will also experience the power that is behind it. Teaching others with autism knowledge, the way autism are doing things. Maximizing your focus on what you need and not need. It's like saying, I'm sorting out this not needed, this not needed. And then you got all what you really need. And then you can build up all the things you missed later. Pick that up. So you have a clean base, so you know exactly where you're building. It's like if you want to build a house, you will make a good grounding first before you're building your house on it. You just don't just build and then say, okay, then it's probably not going to lean. Oh, tower in Italy? Yeah. Maybe they should have built it in somewhere else, maybe. Or thought about the grounding a little more, maybe. And that is what I see. That common people do wrong is they're not cleaning the foundation. I know there's good teachers out there. I know they are good at it. I know how they're doing it. But when it comes to it, the students come to a point where they cannot grow much. They come to a point where they like this, and it's like a logarithm. They know it's not progressing. I can make that progress not going this, but forcing it by softening. So you can grow more equally your age instead of this logarithm. Good in the start, very bad in the end. Just understand that. But we are so fast at learning people to brown belt. Yeah, fantastic. Yes, you're good at that. But when they are brown belt, it's not working well. Well, not that well, is it? because you're using new version of it, but not the ancient. The ancient needed more resistance in their training to survive. It was matter of your survival to be better than the other. Because there was a war. And there is always a war. Autistic people in all history have been fought down. It's time for us to rise up. Not rally, but rise up and say exactly what's needed. I will say it's time for us to be listened to. We have heard your stories way too long now. You never giving us the time to speak normally. Governments and everywhere else, it's time for autistic people to be equal. If you think about women's rights all over the world is better than autistic people. Basically. Unless you got no education, no one wants to teach you, you just basically a slave, which basically is the same condition as us. That's terrible, is it? Yeah, I got the free speech, but what shall I do with that? They're not listening either way, and they're not doing anything to make it better, is they? It's time for people to listen. We need people to begin to listen to us. You hold us down to be poor, and we stay down there until, I don't know, you give us a chance to work, for instance, that we get equal chances as everyone else, like equal percentage chance, and not just slaves and abused, where you're getting in and then they're just taking you for the free labor. Because you just pick another person to get the free labor. Why should I pay you when I can get another person to do all those things? Yeah, that's a little learning process, but fuck you. That's what I feel the system is doing. They abuse the system to their advantage. They not giving us any job. Never going to happen. Is there? That's why I'm talking about autism's rights. That's why I am complaining about it. Because there is no rights. There is nothing. There is no spoon. There's no substance. And that is the thing that autistic people fear mostly. No substance. Not being seen. Be invisible. That no one can see you and hear you or feel that you exist. I'm never touched. There's only few people who can hug me. And that's it. Imagine a world where that is only the thing. They treat me bad. I'm fucking going to someday making a font, and then you will see how big an angel I really am. I don't know if we're going to be called Momo Font or something like that, because Momo, I love that story. So many. Michael Ende. Momo, greatest story in so many levels. The grey men hate Momo. But what did Momo actually do to them? She just wants to live, have her friend, and they want to take and take and take and take. Greedy. Grey men all over the world is controlling us all. I know that it's actually not far-fetched when we're talking about Illuminatis. It's just an expression of something is happening. You cannot feel it, but you somehow know it is there. But you're not far-fetched, because it is a thing. The rich guy control you. Who getting job and not? Autistic people is basically those who are not getting job. Even in Denmark, that is very open-minded compared to many other countries. Even those are not that open-minded to include us in the society. We are the ninth wheel in the system, just 1 inch from what Nazi did to us in the concentration camp. The concentration camp is just in here instead. That's the replacement. I cannot get free because they're not listening. My freedom depends on if people actually listen to me for once. And that's why it is, for me, Asian Awareness Arts is about freedom. I want to study freely. I want to be able to say, hey, you guy, I know you hate me, probably, because past. But now I got the fucking money, and I want to see you now. Because I have the possibility now, because I earn money to do that. With my system, Asian Awareness Arts, to collect those people I want to see more of. Like Wicked Jen, come to the country. I pay the bill for your traveling. Something like that I want to make. It's not my system. It's our system. Our society system. It's not about you doing things wrong. It's about connecting people to see the same things as I see. And I can see what you see. Sharing power. It's like a wizard school. For those who really want to study martial art in a whole other level than just for me, that's what karate is about. That's why I hate katas now. Not hate it directly, but it's more like, yeah, I can do it, but I don't learn anything from it. It's empty now. It's so empty for me because there's nothing to gain. Why should I do it? I cannot see it anymore. I'm not learning. I feel stuck. And I want to be free. I don't want to be here. I don't want to stay in this level. I want to grow. It's a natural thing, if you think about it. Even Japanese people will know what that means. No, you need to grow. Yes, we agree for once. Thank you. That's all I want. I'm not high on horse on what I want. No. It's you who putting me down and let me stay down. This is freedom. This is not directly, this is how it's supposed to be. No, this is indicating some structures. And in those structures, you will learn martial art. And when you're ready for it, you can go up in the higher level. It's a structured, defended system until you climb higher. So you got a standardization, of degrees. So green belt in one club is equal to the other green belt in the other club, because it is not based on katas only. That is also a thing I see. Some karate green belt are just better there. But I want a degree system where I can say, okay, have you done Asian Awareness Arts? Okay, you have this. Oh, you have this paper. Then I know exactly where you are. Then I don't care about belt or something. Yeah, you can be orange belt and fight like a blue belt or brown belt. I don't care about what your degree is in itself. I care about what is your possibilities, what is your capabilities, and that is where the difference is. I'm making a system that is pinpointing what this teacher can do also. So if I invite someone and the person have been degreed in Asian Awareness Art School, you will be able to tell exactly what you can expect. This is a person with a lot of knowledge into techniques and such things. Very pure technique. Yes. Not that I am pure in technique, I am in mind. If I teach you, you shall be taking all of your ideas and throw it away, what you know. Empty your mind, because it only builds up hate in you. I am first dan in mind, meaning you're not, probably. Most people are not first dan, unless they're basically monks. If you live like a monk, like Thich Nhat Hanh or his students, then I will say, okay, if you are that level, then you're first dan. Yes. The high student, of course. But I name it dan, first dan mind. Meaning that you know what's going on. Even that you have no clue of what the person is doing in martial art and such things, but you can just right away see, oh, you got tension there. See. Now, you're not having tension. Thank you. And that's what mind can do. Mind can go directly in and pinpoint where the problem is. You just see something is wrong. Yeah. For me, it's like seeing a green belt trying to teach me how to teach other when I'm first dan. That's why I laugh. Not because I look down on them. It's just like, yeah, you need to learn more. Yeah, your self-defense probably good. Your technique is probably also good, but you have no connection to your chi, your ki. Just ki, chi. You might not even got it yet. I can show you things that it then is just knowing. I can show you it, how you use it. Might slow, but I can show it. I can turn my chi like I want it to be. I can chi bending. You need mind and you need chi reflex to do those things. You cannot skip anything. If your mind is not high enough, your chi reflex cannot grow. It's like water to a plant. It cannot grow if you don't have water enough. And many teachers is not even comparable to zero dan in karate, in mind. So that chi reflex is basically green belt. Yeah, I'm not impressed. Yeah, you can fight like a fighter and such things, but where are your arcane skills? So if we're talking about the D&D kind of thing, where are those skills? Where are those skills where you can say, this is a higher level? See what you can do with karate if you really put your mind into it. Mind. Oh, mind first dan. Oh, now we may be getting it. But it is really that simple. For me, it's simple. It's very simple. I just simplify it so much so people can get into it. So they know, okay, this person is very good at mind, this person is not as good in self-defense. Okay, so when I getting taught by this guy, he knows a lot about mind in what martial art is doing. And that means more magic stuff is probably going to happen. You don't even need to know the chi reflex before. If the mind is high, chi reflex probably follow, normally. Like a tree getting water. It grows. And that's what it is about. My degree system. My degree system is just to tell what exactly I can expect from this teacher. Oh, okay, he have no skills in self-defense because he's Qigong teacher. Yeah, but there's probably something to learn either way. It's not just empty. It's like when people are pinpointing down from karate, for instance, my knowledge. It's like saying that Qigong is not working. It's useless. And then I'm getting a little irritated. But you don't know what key is. So, really, like, high level key. So, how shall I respect you? Why should I respect you when you're not respecting what I have been through? I know my skills is not very good because you only looking at outer thing, but you have never felt the chi behind it. You never felt what it is when I making combustion release. You see, combustion release giving much more power. Than anything else I have been working with. I have never seen a person throw out that much chi as I know, and can control it safely at the same time. Power and safety, same time. You karate people, mostly of you, don't understand how difficult it is to make a safe release where your bones actually can handle it. Because if you're doing one single step wrong, you break stuff, probably. Or the person is getting in a position where a person can basically not breathe. I have seen that before, and I've felt it before myself. My system is more safe than you ever understand and comprehend. Like I say, if MMA knew as much knowledge as I know about mind and chi reflex, you will kill each other in the fights if you're doing in the same rules that you're doing. You will literally kill each other. Because if you cannot limit your chi, you are killing people. And if you're saying you shall not hold back, because then you're killing people. It's like a sword. If you use the sword wrong, you cut people. Chi is not to mess with. I have made power so great that I can throw people like nothing. But that is called combustion release. But then people are grounding so much that they actually asking me to break their ribs. Just let that go into your mind. I basically have to break their ribs to move them. If I shall show combustion release. And in most cases, you're not standing still when you're fighting. Because if I move, you got to move with it. And then you're not grounded. And that's where the combustion release is used normally. So if you ground down in that matter, even if you're not grounded, I can still break people's ribs with my technique. I am very sure that I can do it. But I rather not do, because autism. I don't want you to be harmed. I want to show you it, but I will be safe about it, so you can feel how much force that is applied. And when you can say, okay, that will probably break my ribs, if it was on my structure, because that is a lot of energy. Even my shoulder is kind of in a position where it then it probably will break something. If you can this directly say, this will probably break my ribs, because you might have experienced something like this before, then we know, both of us, it is possible. And that's why Asian awareness arts rules are more strict, is not to damage each other. Because if you're training karate like my structure, my chi reflex and all those things, in that same manner, things can happen very quickly. People can get down to the ground before they even know it. The reflexes will not be even there. They can land on their heads. They can, even when you're high skilled. You think, oh, I can throw a person in seconds. Yeah, try about instant. Slam. It's a little different speed, isn't it? Because when I normally throw a person around in Okinawan style, it takes around a half second to throw the person around from that teaching I was taught. Very good person I was with, but the teacher was terrible because it was dictatorship. I'm not dishonor, I'm just listening. Maybe you think I'm dishonored, but in reality I'm listening. I'm listening to everything you say. And I shut you down when you fucking is a moron to me and an asshole. Then I'm angry. Like a cat. If you don't respect the cat, don't pet the cat. Get lost. The cat don't want you either. So simple is it with me. If you respect me, I respect you. I'm listening with my eyes. My mimic is not compatible with your mimic. You probably see me smile even when I'm angry. Because it's a reflex in my face. I got more muscles pulling up and down. I probably have 10% more muscles doing up than down than normal people. Probably. Because else it's a thing I just do without knowing it. More tension. I don't know. But I cannot really look angry. So if I smile, it's not just like I'm looking down. If you think that, then shut up about it and see my mimics in the body movement. Do I try to follow you or not? If I'm trying to follow you, that's because I'm listening to you. It's that simple. People just think, hey, you smile a lot and such things, you're probably happy. Oh yeah, you don't know shit about me then. But I try not to complain, it's just when it's too much, then I complain. It just a hard knock life all the time. So I'm used to it and stay quiet about it because it's expected from me to stay quiet. But no more. I'll say the thing directly to those who need to know. All your anger is your own work. You put it to me, not the other way around. I listening to you, you not listening to me. And bullshit if you think so. Because I think more about people than you understand. I have a master plan that can help people globally. 1 billion Danish crowns. Yep. Then there's no turning back. Then I'm going to help people. If Danish government give me that much, or just the whole world combined it to give me that much amount, I'll not be selfish about it. I will make a font in a whole other way you never understood. Like I say, rehouse people. I want to make a living out of rehousing people. When they succeed, I earn. And when they get a house or a rent they can live by and like, then my job is done with those and I'm helping on with the next generation of people who needs a new home. If you want to destroy homelessness, maybe you should figure out, why is this car broken? People are more worth than cars and shall be respected the same way as people. If you're not, you don't deserve love from anyone, in my opinion. Because then you are evil and just douchebag. And I treat people like that when they harming me. I treat them exactly what they treat me. If I block them, that's because you blocking me. You're not listening to me. You're not understanding what it is to be me. So I block you. When I block, it's because you're not reasonable. You're not talking with me. You just complain. I complain because of rights. I am fighting freedom for autistic people. Why should there be difference from autistic to common people? Huh? I don't get it. If I want a job, I fucking also want a job. Why are you fighting me with this stupid system who not even integrating me? Why? Why shall I fight when there's no reward? If you're not rewarding me, I am not going anywhere in my life because of you. Understand? You are the problem. You are making people victims. You force them to be victims. It's not that they think they are victims. It's proven they are victims. Just see how USA handle the problem with poor people. It just slap, 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 slap. What the beep are you doing? Beep, 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 beep. Are you doing, idiots? You are so blue in your system that you froze your own heart totally. And then you're just basically killing machines. You're trying to make people kill themselves or something. Okay, give them a knife, give them sleeping pills instead then. So they can do the seppuku at least. Give them that dignity. You blue-hearted bastards. You are in pact with the devil. And I have proven it. I will say. Make people suffering is not a good deed. Never have been. Let people stay in suffering is not a good deed either, is it? Question your own doing. I always do. Maybe people think, oh, but he's not questioning this person who has written to me yesterday. Oh, I am questioning, but I cannot see any errors in what I'm doing. He's a douchebag. And I keep saying it until I am convinced he got a point. The day he can convince me in a humanly way talking, when he's not offensive on me, where he's talking with me like equal, and not from his high horse. When he's still on the high horse, I will never accept him. If he come down to my level and say, hey, it's not that I don't understand what you're saying. Try diplomacy, idiot. Try use words instead of hate. I don't know why people are so much into hate. It's like you sex it or something. Why you hate people so much? Why not take it easy, like I do? When I see a person crying, I'm not just going on, hey, wake up, duk, duk, duk. What the fuck are you doing? That is what I see blue governments do. Just Nazi over again. You are nothing better than SS soldiers. Boom. Just slamming people until they obey. Good rule. Nazi camp thing. Maybe you should reconsider if you are Nazi or not. And if you think you're not Nazi, maybe you should reconsider your way of handling people. But I come in with rage, and now I need to riot and use the force. Yeah, but you're not poor people. You have not been working and never succeeded anything. You have never failed it so much as I did, because you succeeded sometimes. Every dream of mine was destroyed. Remember that. Because I will never forgive a person who is stupid up in my mind. But I have a rich dad, and I have a poor dad who gets stroke in his head 2 times, where he could not speak or anything. If it was not for my family, he gained nothing. He should go out and work again. Even that he cannot write. He didn't even was able to speak, for crying out loud. The system was just too conservative. The doctors say, this person cannot work. Why is that not good enough for them? The government, why isn't that enough? If the hospital is saying this person cannot work because if he do, he will die. Because he needs to be staying on the hospital. Idiocy. And we're talking Denmark here. We're talking a system that's supposed to be much better than any other else. And still, yet, they don't believe, because blue government back then. But he shouldn't go out and work. Yeah, work himself dead. Fantastic, fantastic blue people. You blue-hearted fucking bitches. What the fuck are you doing? It was even the blue government who did it to him. Because they think, we need to push those who are elder harder. Yeah, so they can get out of the system and not working anymore. So you're not getting money into your account as a government. What the beep are you doing? Like literally, what? I don't get it. If I was the leader, I will just say, what the fuck are you doing? You are fired. Out of here. Now. Out. Out. That bitch of Søren Pind. Wow. He was the result of it. If that had been samurai time and I have been seeing him, the head was off. Clean. Just like, not needed. Evil person. Not worth living. He destroying one's life. Get out of here. Jesus Christ. If blue government just was able of half of my capacity combined it, they will be able to see how stupid they are. And it was. And the worst thing, that's basically the government everywhere in the whole world, except for Denmark, Norway, and sometimes Sweden. No matter what you wrote, you basically got those. Government. Wow. 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 Maybe socialism should be replacing democracy. Why? Because they think about people like living beings and not like a chessboard. And we sacrifice those people. Why on earth are you doing that? The person can still work for 20 years. Why are you taking this person out now? Book! You're getting money out of it. Money you can do things with as government. What the beep are you doing? You don't even know how to make a blue government work. Like, you're not thinking logic here. It's hate, hate, hate. What else? Come with it. Show it. Prove me wrong. I see it nowhere else, and even with our government, it's not that socialistic as it's supposed to be. The real socialism is getting people out there working. Get them healthy so they can work faster. Give them the conditions so they can grow, so we can profit from them working. It's very simple. Why on earth will we ever want a blue government in our systems? I don't get it. When people feel they can grow without having the trouble of PTSD from the past in their lives because of school, if you remove that, if people get jobs, more money. It's logic. You're supposed to be in blue government, the logic. You should be those people who know us about money. But you don't. You are only greedy. You're not thinking logically. Oh, you can gain more by doing this. Okay, we can as government control much more economy to do things efficiently. But no, you pick another path that is basically douchebags. And you keep me down to be nothing. Because you force me there. Not because I want to be here, because I can't move. I'm stuck. No matter what I do, I'm not good enough for you. You can never be satisfied with what I do. Never. Asian Awareness Art School is the only thing that I really, really wish to do. And then I will make a founding when I am rich enough. And then you shall see a person who knows how to save people and get them into jobs. You're getting so much slapped at that you just say, why didn't we think about this as a blue government? Yeah, because you idiots. You're not using your brain correctly. We need to shake that brain so it fits right. Think more artistic. Learn from me. And you will see how deep this rabbit hole really go. It's about people, not you. People's rights. We talk about it like it is a thing we have. France, UK, Deutschland. Name any other countries than Scandinavia. You don't have a red government at all, and never had been. You're not listening to your people. You're not listening to their needs. If they need food to work, maybe you should feed them then. How about that? Make it possible for them to study so they can get the job they're needing. Why is it so problematic for you to think, McFly, think long term? Blue government should be long term focused, like me. I would be the perfect blue government if you actually listen to me. Because then I will put it into your head, pinpoint it your way, so accurate that you can see how stupid the other system is. And, oh, so we should actually do this instead. Yeah, it's cheap. You can basically from nothing. 5 people for, I don't know, 20,000 of people. I will say that's a big gain. Imagine, I don't know what taxation you have in your government systems, but if you have 5 people being able to handle 20,000 people of getting jobs in that community, by having a simple system that is just going in, ding, 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 you basically just need computers to handle those numbers very quickly. Actually, you could make algorithm deal with our jobs. Then we can have even more people getting hired very quickly. And it's it. Is it stopped?